Hi everybody, I thought I'd do a quick flip through of my latest finished journal. So there is a quick time-lapse video of me completing this cover on my Instagram TV. So here we go. So these first pages were from my class, Make Your Mark, which you can find on my website. There's lots of my pages for ScrapFX in here. This is one of them, using lots and lots of their wonderful products. I'm very proud to be on the design team for ScrapFX. Lots of these you will, if you follow me on YouTube, you will have seen process videos for these as well on YouTube. I love monochromatic pages, don't they work really well? I know that's not technically just monochromatic, but lots of my faces as well. It's a slightly crazy one. This is another page that I did for ScrapFX. You can see that lovely gold leaf on there, shining away. That's one of Michelle Logan's designs that you can also get from ScrapFX. I don't know, something about rainbow colours and black, as you can see. I really love it. It really pops, doesn't it? It's so effective. This was a page that there is a tutorial for this on my YouTube, but this was done using a magazine image where I just flipped it and used one as a mask and one as a stencil. This is also a page for ScrapFX. Using magazine images and changing them and altering them. This is one of my favourite stamp sets. This is by Darkroom Door. This is another page for ScrapFX. Like I say, there are lots of videos on my YouTube channel where you can see how I created these pages. I generally do record when I'm journaling, so usually there's a video for most pages. This is another ScrapFX one. I've got a bit into doing cutouts as well more recently, so I do quite a lot of those. This one, there's lots of art by Marlene die cuts on this page. It's one of those pages where the more you look, the more you see little add-ons. This is the Danielle Mac stamp set. I've got a couple of those, and I really do need to practice shading the faces. So this is another cutout page that I did for, again, for ScrapFX. And this is designed by Tracy Scott, again for ScrapFX. Really lovely. This was inspired by Mary Beth Shaw from Stencil Girl products. Yeah, there's a story behind those. A page that I started and didn't work. I will go back and finish those off doing something else. Again, another page inspired by the Mary Beth Shaw ones, where I call like intuitive journaling, and something that I really did enjoy. This is inspired by Marika Blockland. I love this style of faces, and sometimes you're just in the mood for doing a face like that. Well, I find that I am. So again, this was another page for ScrapFX. Some of my faces that I draw myself. Again, there's a mini class of that on my website where I talk you through how I draw my faces, and it isn't a technical face drawing class, but lots of fun. So this was one of my favourite pages that I did recently with Dina Wakely's, not the newest release that's come out now, but the one before, where she had the pensive face stencil. I really like it. I think it's really, really effective. And I just flipped it and did the reverse. These are her Alpha Block stamps. These are another favourite. And again, the Art by Marlene die cuts. They're great for just adding a quick change to your work. Again, here I've used the stencil on a transparency or acetate sheet and a background that's been gel printed. This was inspired by one of Neve Bally's YouTube videos, which she had been inspired by Natalie May off Facebook. So you can find that on Neve's channel. This was from a class by Willa Wonders. You can find her on Instagram. We've got lots of fabulous classes. This is a page where I drew one of my faces, and then I've used something from Danielle Mack's stamp set and Dina's Alpha Block stamp set, but instead of stamping them, I've stamped them and then cut out the letters, which means you can see the background coming through. I think it works quite effectively. This is another page for Scrap FX. Now this is a page that there's a demonstration for this on my Drawing Faces class on my website, artjournallove.com. This one using Dina's mask, what's they called, Profiles mask and stencil set, and then again the Alpha Blocks. This is another Scrap FX page. This is the fabulous moth stencil, which just lent itself perfectly to being cut out. This page didn't quite go how I thought it would, but you know, it is what it is. Again, there's another pensive face here. Just cut it out, done it as a cutout. Worked really, really well. I was really pleased with that. Okay, and there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that little flip through. Thanks for watching.